tonight. So the Thursday night tilt.
I think they're fresh off a 3-1 victory over Orono.
Oh, okay. So we're catching a hot Royals team here. We're going to start with the forward group of Kramer, along with Rose and Brown, Wilson, and Jeffers back on D. Out front of Charlie Ellickson. Face off initially controlled here by Hopkins, not for long as Trojan plays with that equalizer and the Wilson carries it in. Cross ice pass gets all the way across the crease. Recontrolled here by Kramer. Shot on or over by Wilson. And Kramer in the lead group and face off number 2 coming deep in Royal territory.
Good puck movement to start there. Got an open shot. That's what we want to see.
The Royals now going to take this, open for a quick trigger back to Kramer here on the left wing. Gets it back to him, and that's a check. What happens is it just goes slightly high and right off the upper edge. Does not find the goal. Kramer now in on the he's trying to get free. Works it back out to Jeffers. Jeffers slapping, 3-0 there. Kramer still on Jeffers over the blue line. As Hopkins breaks out for the first time with speed as the skater works his way in. Ooh, has a little work across, takes the net off extension, and he might have ran into that pole a little bit hard. Yeah. A little slow getting up, but it looks like he's all right.
Charlie got that poke check out there and just enough to distract them off the puck.
To say he had a little move there coming left to right. That might have been a tough one to stop.
Yeah, a lot of speed.
Yeah, he was flying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this comes out. We have me, Gilbert, and I assume Kurt on the far side. Yep, Prentice and Clayton out in front of Ellickson. Wayzata controls for Hopkins takes over though and does get it in the zone. That was hard off the bat. Prentice plays it. Looking for Kurt. Back to Prentice. To Gilbert. Lead plays that on that centering pass. That flips out. Perfect.
Ooh.
Clayton holds his zone barely.
Might have gotten away with one there.
And then enough of the drag there. From on his head. That's by. Clayton retreat with a little help from Ellickson back behind the net. Now Clayton coming up from the far side. Looking for Gilbert, nothing there. That shot was wide left for the Royals. Prentice tries to pick it out. Centering pass right to Clayton. First big hit of the game was a friendly fire.
Yeah.
Clayton Hasselfeld there, right in the middle of the defensive zone. Hasselfeld regrouping, looking for Kane. The third forward group, Kane, Hausdall. Hasselfeld is in. Tough little pass there across the middle, finds a hole on the stick of Kane and Taylor in through a couple of skaters. Shut down though nicely by two Royals. Who then dumps it in before it changes himself. Hausdall with a room on the left side. So it's a step back to Kane. He's the far right side back to Hausdall. Helped out by Hasselfeld, has a little room up front. Hausdall now room on the near side. So working his way. And what's the loose trying to find this game. Turned over to Hopkins. Hopkins carries now in his own by himself. Good skater there. That one was wide right over the top. Nice play. Played with the body. Shuts down that skater temporarily. Hopkins looking for a way out. That flips up and over the top of the net as well. Ellison looking for a glove for it. Lets it sail high.
We're playing with fire a little bit right now. Oh. Good save.
Hopkins skater carries that. And he's working his way on it. Jeffers going to carry it in his own. What's the all effort there behind Jeffers. Jeffers creates his own turnover, skates it through neutral ice, and across the blue line and finds the back of the net as the Trojans strike first. At the 5-minute mark.
I don't know if you want to switch.
Having
So you can hear me.
audio problems. We'll try. Do a little audio exchange here. Hopefully this works a little bit better if you can hear me now. There a puck gets dumped into zone. Kirk is on it. Nice little centering pass. Has Meade breaking and just out of his reach and nicely defended by the Royals. Kirk's back there again looking for Prentice up top. Prentice flips one in. Looks to get that deflected down is Gilbert. And Hopkins is out with it. Looking for a pass there, and that is waved off as Gilbert in some forecheck pressure here. Joined by Meade now, looking for a little pressure up front. That gets flipped up high. Good hustle there by Hasselfeld. Rolls that off as Prentice retreats to cover his zone. Now Meade breaks through center ice. Tries to scoot one through, nothing doing. Works his way back, just trying to get a change for himself as the Royals now carried into zone. Wilson breaks that up as Nicollet plays it in the far corner. Scrum on the far side breaks its way out, and Hopkins plays it into the deep corner themselves. A couple shots on goal there, or at least shots. For sure one on goal as Ellickson shuts down the Royals. Wilson working his way up, gets it to Kanan. Kanan, wrister, looking near side, nothing there. Regains control, centering, looking for Hasselfeld, can't get it through. Nicollet breaks on it, and it pops it out. Good hustle back for Homstall, covering for his teammate as Wilson's going to try to carry it in, shifting with his partner at the forward. Great pass across. Kanan
good block.
tries to get his hands free. Good blocking stop there by the defender. Good hustle back around as Homstall got his way back to it. Fires one just a little left. Now Hopkins with a breakout. Shut down by Nicollet. Nicollet flips one in. Kanan tries to block one. Homstall dangles it on the near side. Can't get it off, and that goes wide. Good patience there. Now Brown's in. Back to Clavin. Clavin up and into the net. Good deflection there as Hopkins shuts that down. Full line change here coming for the Trojans. Prentice and Clavin will be your blue liners out in front of Ellickson. LaRose is going to take this draw again, looking for Kramer on a quick trigger along with Brown on the right wing. Kramer does get it, dangles his way in, and rips one to the left side. Is that technically LaRose to Kramer off the faceoff? So
definitely.
Faceoff win for LaRose, assist to Kramer, and the Trojans score again right at the midway point here. 7:54 of the first, 2-0 Trojans. Kramer tries to bully that face-off through. Does temporarily, but it does get turned around for Hopkins as Clavin retreats to work his way out. Looking for Brown. Brown can't play it on the far boards. And a save there for Ellickson as that left wing shot fluttered in. Any idea if this is working now?
Yeah, she said you were better.
Okay.
Yep.
So now my co-host just doesn't have a voice, huh?
I don't know. I don't think I've said much since we traded. A lot of action.
All right. Brown plays that on the near side, or on the far side, excuse me. Jeffers tries to skate free with it. A deflecting puck from the top finds its way near the goal, but not quite there. Another centering opportunity. Lots of pucks on the crease. And here comes Wilson. Wilson for Brown on the far side. Brown leans in. Centering pass. Really nice delay there. And that is Kramer from Brown.
Who got it up to
number 3. What's that?
Who moved it over to Griffin?
Was it Wilson? I think it was Wilson to Brown to Kramer on that one.
Okay.
And goal number 3 here, just less than a minute off our last. Hopkins, however, controls this one off the draw. Meade pressures. Meade back on it again, looking for Kirk. Looking back to Meade. Meade cracks it through. Good hustle back there for Hopkins, plays that out. Little pressure there from Kirk as Meade chips it through, carries it deep. Comes in short side. A couple chips at it. Puck still loose on the edge. Good physical body pressure there by Gilbert, who's tying this one up. Meade's going to try to poke in and help out a little bit. Stymied in the corner. Hopkins comes out with it. Into neutral ice. Clavin breaks on it, slows it down. Good.
Played by Kurth.
Good back check there by Kurth. Comes in, disrupts that, carries it back into zone. Out front for Gilbert. Gilbert. Oh, nice glove save there for Hopkins. 5:11 left in the first. Gilbert found a puck live out front, puts a nice shot on it. Really good glove save there for Hopkins.
Goalie was in a good position.
The big goalie. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Kanan, Homstall, and Hasselfeld are your forwards. Nicollet and Clavin back on D for the Trojans. Homstall finds his way through, cracks one in on the crease, and saved for Hopkins. Gets back to neutral ice. Clavin finding his way through. Squirts out to Nicollet. Nicollet, hard ice pass across. That's going to find its way to an icing. Not a lot of stopping the action, to be honest here. That was a pretty quick
first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got a number of shots and goals. They've had a number of opportunities that have just not connected, but
yeah, it's been a closer skate than 3-0 would indicate in the first.
I agree. Oh, there's a save.
And a save there. And a face-off loss, and we'll tee it up again. This will be Kanan on the draw. Hasselfeld and Homstall either side, along with Jeffers and Prentice. Hopkins wins another one, another shot on goal, and a nice pass out for Homstall. Looking back to him, gets it back. Hasselfeld to Homstall. Homstall across and scored. Phenomenal passing. So I think Hasselfeld to Homstall to Kanan.
Does
that sound right?
Yeah.
either way, really nice breakout there. Really unselfish play. As a goalie, that's unstoppable. Right?
Unstoppable. And you know what? That line's been moving the puck so well, and they haven't gotten rewarded as much as they should have. So that's good to see right there.
Yeah, that was the prettiest goal I've seen in a long time, and we'll take it. Kramer wins this draw. Brown plays it, still stuck in our own zone, however. But Jeffers plays it to LaRose, but Hopkins picks it up, at least temporarily, as it plays out to neutral ice. They'll dump this one, and Jeffers will play it back behind his own net. Looking for Brown. Tear him off the wall. Can't quite play it as Hopkins regroups. LaRose looking for a piece of it here. Into the board. Gets bodied. Brown comes in and picks it up. Has a little bit of pace up the right side. Oh, and that was a nice little poke check there that kept that one off the blue line and offsides for the Trojans. (4-0) Trojans, 3:42 left here in the first. Kramer wins that one, works his own way through, looks it back to Wilson. Wilson dangles, fires one in. That one flips up off the board. Wilson with speed, no trouble tracking that one down as that got dumped back out to our defensive zone. Brown looks to chip one out, gets tied up, but that scoots through. And LaRose is on it, at least temporarily. But a fast Hopkins skater closes and shuts that down. Works his way out. McCarron off the boards. Gives Hopkins an advantage coming in. And a very good save there into the breadbasket of Ellickson, as there was a 2-on-1 opportunity breakthrough there for the Royals. All right, Meade, Gilbert, and Kurth are in, along with Clavin and Prentice on the Meade plays that one back to Prentice, to Clavin, looking for a breakout to Gilbert, scoots it through, and Clavin now with a breakout of his own. Speed up the edge, tries to scoot one through, that gets covered by the goalie. Meade looking for a breaking Gilbert. Just for a bit as Prentice then plays that one. Takes a body and a shot there from the Royals, and a poke check for Clavin plays out, and Gilbert will have an initial chance at it. To Prentice, to Clavin. Clavin finds Gilbert. Gilbert with a little room near side. He's going to scoot that through. Played off on the boards, but Kurth picks it up with him. Now Hopkins with the breakout. Clavin with a stick, shuts it down. Meade then pokes it through to himself. Kurth breaks. And Hopkins there. Meade, all hustle, finds his way back. Shuts that down as Hopkins now replays it into their own zone through neutral ice. Right to the stick of Clavin. Clavin assesses the situation, finds the skates of Jeffers. Jeffers retreats to play it. Oh, centering pass in danger. Really good play across the crease for Clavin. And with room, Clavin skates his way all the way down to his own side, end to end. Fires one wide left, backhanded opportunity for Kanan. Centering pass has Hasselfeld on the doorstep. Can't quite play it. Jeffers holds the blue line, but turned over to Hopkins. And back to the Trojans. Hasselfeld in. Gets his hands free into the skates of the Royal. Flips it back out to Jeffers, and a slapper. And maybe deflected or not. Or was that just straight in?
Straight in, according to Homstead.
Was he pointing at him?
Yep.
Fantastic slapper from the outside as Jeffers fires in from the deep wing. Was that D to D? So did that come from Prentice or who?
Max, I think.
So Hasselfeld dumped it out. You're right. He came across the middle there. Yeah. So that's a Hasselfeld assist and a Jeffers goal deep from the right wing. Nicollet still has those reflexes like a cat there. That was coming right at his head, and I think he dodged it. Jeffers plays it to Wilson, looking for Kanan, broken up nicely by Hopkins. That gets dumped behind. Ellickson's there to settle it. Finds Kanan on a nice little pass. Ooh, into the skates there, looking for Homstall on the left wing. Doesn't quite have him, as Brown now has it on the far side. Brown whiffs, takes a shot, and turned over. Hustles his way back. Jeffers works his way in. Finds a right hand. Jeffers looking for more. And
They're finally going to get 38? No?
Brown didn't like how he got played. He was on a warpath to that penalty. I could see it coming the whole time.
Got hit?
Yeah, I saw that coming. So we're going to get 2 minutes on a cross-check there as he seemed to have expected he was wronged and retribution was coming. So
Well,
kid wasn't even in the play.
38's running around a little bit. So he must be a little spark plug for him.
All right. A power play here for the Royals. And that is the end of the first. They'll carry the bulk of that penalty into the second here. 5-goal lead, 5-goal first here for the Trojans. And some really good passing. It felt like a relatively unselfish first. And in some cases, lots of passing.
Yeah.
There's a couple times where we probably could have even driven it. So that was good.
Yeah, I think we're 10 games in now. I believe the lines more or less, unless there's been illness or missing, have stayed the same. And I think that goes a long ways to
I see Everett
passing
here today, but he's in
Yeah.
street clothes, so hopefully he's on his way to recovery. I don't know.
I hope so.
He's missed a
been
couple,
out for
right?
a while,
Yep.
yeah. Three now?
I think so.
So get him healthy before next weekend for sure.
Yeah.
When you play, hopefully 5 games.
Yeah, we've got
5 days.
a Wednesday, Friday, Saturday morning schedule,
Yep.
and then all of the aftermath of that is determined by success thereof.
Yeah, you got to win your pool. And then if you win your pool, you play a semifinal game. And if you win that,
So
obviously you go on.
4 pools,
4 pools of 4. Yep.
and then I assume all the other games are friendlies.
All the other games are friendlies, yep. Do I up the period here?
Yep. All right, short-handed, we've got Kramer and LaRose, Nicollet and Clavin back. Hopkins pushes into zone with 1 minute and 35 seconds of power play. But Nicollet through center ice is going to carry it all the way in. Find a little room deep. Pops one in, side of the net. There to play it himself. And we're going to go down 2 here. Looks like maybe a trip or something back behind the net. And I think maybe Kramer is going to find it. On a hook. All right, so we're going to have 1 minute and 7 seconds of a 2-man advantage for the Royals.
That's a situation where you probably want to just give Wayzata the puck right when that penalty occurs. And
Just get it going.
Get a 2-man power play with more time.
Oh, yeah. All right. Mead along with Wilson and Prentice in. Little 3-man D, see what we can do for 58 seconds. Body on that puck and covered by Ellickson. Just 55 seconds into the second. 53 seconds remain on the first penalty, 1 minute 46 on the second. Mead controls that to some degree, but it finds its way to the crease and covered again by Ellickson. That's played off and covered by Ellickson. Glove that one. Some fresh skaters here coming for Hopkins. Kanan going to come in and give Mead a break. We're down 2 wingers, well, 2 forwards in this penalty. Kanan wins this one, looks to rattle one around the boards, and that was a bad icing. He couldn't really stride it out any shorter. But nevertheless, we're going to come all the way back down. Maybe that's a 5-0 situation.
I have a feeling, a couple of penalties out.
Kanan works his own way out. 1-on-3, dangling his way. Happy to kill some time. It's a lot of control among several defenders there for Kanan. You dangle long enough, you're going to get hit.
Yeah. But you know what? He killed a lot of time.
He did kill a lot of time. So that did kill off the first penalty.
Oh.
And I never saw that. I was deflected somehow, maybe off a helmet.
I think it just
sailed up and over.
I think he kind of got enough little lob on it.
The penalties pay off here, as with the one-man advantage.
I think the first had ended, so that should end all power.
So we should be all even strength, and we'll kind of start fresh here with the Kane and Homstall and Hasselfeld line. Jeffers and Clavin back. Jeffers wins that, carries it into zone. Hasselfeld picks one up early, goes for 5-hole, and a good block there by the Royal goalie. Clavin flips one up, looking for Jeffers near side. Jeffers back to Kanan. Kanan with a little bit of space in the slot, works his way over to Homstall, just behind him enough. He controls it, however, Hopkins picks it back up. Jeffers to Kanan. Kanan controls, into zone. Looking for Homstall.
There we go.
Back to Clavin. Clavin can't control it, so that scoots outside the blue line. Trojans reset. Clavin dumps it in and rejected back by Hopkins. Clavin to Hasselfeld. Jeffers dumps. Hasselfeld busy in the corner, joined by Mead. Halfway through a forward line change here as we have a new center in. That gets played up. Hasselfeld flips one on. Shut down by the Royal goalie, or the Royal defender there, I think, got a piece of that.
Yeah. Finished our change, though. There it is.
Kerr drives. Flips. Good shot on. Can't quite get all of it. Mead takes a crack at a rebound and gloved by the Hopkins goalie. All right. 11:24 left in the second. 4-goal lead for the Trojans, 5-1. Mead on the dot. Kurth and Gilbert on either side. Wilson and Nicollet back. Wilson fires, but into the leg pad of the Hopkins player. That gets dumped in. Kurth not quite on sides there, and so that'll come out for a fresh face-off. Mead back facing off. Mead pushes it through to himself. Looks to get a piece of it. Gilbert fires in, looking for a screen. Nicollet looking for Wilson. Wilson fires one wide. Nicollet Holds for a second, but ends up to neutral ice here for Hopkins. Nice little play to Nicollet in the middle to Gilbert. Gilbert holds the edge there, but that just puts the pass slightly out of reach for him. Nicollet holds again. That gets deflected. Wide left. Gilbert on the puck again. Back to Nicollet. Hopkins searches for a breakout. Shut down by Wilson on the far side. Flipped up over the top there. And that just out of the zone and offsides. Fresh forwards, fresh skaters across the board, I believe, coming in. Clavin and Prentice back on D. Brown and LaRose flanking Kramer at faceoff. Kramer punches that one forward. Played by Hopkins. Stopped by Clavin. That slides by right. Brown there to try to stop. Prentice in. Ooh. LaRose looking to get a little deflector there, was on it. Nicely played by the Hopkins goalie, as he did give up a rebound, but didn't give up any shots after that.
Yeah, I got that glove down quick. Thought we'd have a chance to poke it in.
Hopkins plays this face-off. Brown tries to stop, ends up out at the blue line. Clayman flips one in. Oh! Couple of shots flipped on it as LaRose was on it, couldn't quite get a stick on it. Now Brown and Kramer battle in the corner. LaRose there to help. Flips it back out to Clavin. Clavin with a short slapper and a deflected puck up front by Kramer. It was just a little too much angle as that goes up and over the top. Hopkins plays one into the bench. Was that a glove save by Buell on the bench?
I think he whiffed.
Oh, he did whiff on it. Shoot, all right. Well, it'd be confusing if we gave the save in this game.
I gave Charlie a shot earlier, so it's already confusing.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Fat fingered that one.
You never know. Goalie goals happen just this year, right?
Oh, we practice it all every practice.
All right.
One of them's going to get one.
Gustafson get one? Is that right? Early in the wild season, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ooh, tough little pass across there. If that finds Pater, Homstall could have dunked that in, but nothing. Hasselfeld now back behind. Homstall plays it. Looks for a breaking Jeffers. Slaps one in. Kanan reverses course. Doubled up in that corner. Hasselfeld plays it in. And they're going to get a penalty on Hasselfeld there. What was that signal?
Roughing.
Okay. All right. Another penalty kill. Man down for 2 minutes, 9 minutes left in the second. Kanan wins that draw, plays it to Wilson. Wilson looking to break it out, shorthanded. Probably willing to bury this one into the corner, kill some time, but he does punch it out to himself. Homstall trying to poke one free and get a little bit of space himself, but ends up to Hopkins. Played to the edge, nicely exited though for Kanan. Kanan to Homstall. Homstall up the far side, gets taken down hard into the boards, pops up, looks like he's okay. That hurt. That looked like that could have hurt. Hopkins plays at neutral ice, crosses the blue line. Homstall comes back.
Oh! No!
What's he?
That was not from behind.
All right. We're going to go down again. Stripes are getting real involved in a 4-goal game here. Oh, so he's done?
10
was a
minutes.
2-10.
10. I wouldn't have given him 2, let alone 10.
What's that?
I said I wouldn't have given him 2 minutes, let alone 10.
If we're going to be, you can't let the losing team be physical and then penalize the winning team every time they look to get physical back.
Yeah.
I understand that the game isn't close, but it forms habits, you know.
Yep.
All right, 45 seconds here in the first penalty, a minute 30 in the second.
There was a real penalty.
Racking them up here as now Canaan's going to go in on a trip.
The fair play point is gone.
Is that official now?
That is official.
You don't need much with the 10, right?
12 minutes. Once that 10's on the books,
You're pretty much going
done.
to get it.
Yeah. But I think even if they've all been 2-minuters, I think we would have done it now. I think we might have had one more.
We're creeping pretty close.
Yeah.
And we're only midway through this game. So
now the scorekeepers get to keep track of the third penalty that they'll start up after 2 finish.
Well, my wife's on the clock. I'm sure she's loving every moment of this. Yeah, yeah. She brushed up online today.
Good save.
All right. 26 seconds away. Hopkins regroups. All right. That's one penalty, but we're still down 2.
Good save.
So nothing doing there. A lot of pressure here on Ellickson. My guess is there's been some saves in that mix. Clavin and Jeffers in there battling back there, along with Mead as your lone forward. I was going to say that can't possibly been on sides, and it's called 21 seconds in one time. In the next expiring penalty, 6:33 left in the second, 1:30 left in the other. Kramer, Nicollet, and Wilson are in. Tell you what, our forwards should be well rested when they get a chance.
Yeah, they might have to have some guys drop back and fill some time in at D here. Give those guys a rest.
All right, Hopkins with still a 2-man advantage breakout, and Ellickson on it, and we are now in a 1-man down situation as LaRose re-enters. 1:13 left in the remaining penalty. There's going to be some time left on Homstall's 10, but we'll skate even with him.
Yeah,
that out,
I
right?
believe his 10 doesn't start till his original 2 ends, so he'll be pretty well into the third before he can come out.
Good pressure here from LaRose. Creates some havoc out at neutral ice. 1 minute left on the advantage for Hopkins. And Kramer with it, with pace and speed. Heavy pressure. Finally gets just enough of it, but does kill a lot of time by scooting that through deep into his own zone. Clavin in, Kerf in, now Kramer on the doorstep. Walker save, right side, as a turnover there for Kramer finds the home, and that'll come back icing here. 21 seconds remain in the power play. 5 minutes and 20 seconds in the second period. A 5-1 lead for the Trojans.
The Hopkins goalie has the best skill you can have when stopping Cole on that size.
Yep. Take up a lot of space.
Hope it hits you.
Yeah, when it comes that hot, right?
Yep.
All right, Hopkins controls the initial draw. Kurth in to play it on the near side. Works its way through to neutral ice for Hopkins. Jeffers pokes it out, finds Kurth, flips it forward to Mead, turned around by Hopkins. A deflected puck, and good save there for Ellison. All right, even strength after a fiasco here in the middle of the second. No harm, no foul. Actually, we didn't give up in all of that mess.
No.
We didn't give up a goal, so I guess that's
4 or 5 shots, but Charlie was there for those.
Mead on the draw. Looking for Gilbert. Past him, and that gets dumped back in. Now Jeffers going to try Kurth on this side. Kurth chips it forward, can't quite get it to Mead. Jeffers going to try the far side. Flips one over the top to Gilbert. Can't play that one off the wall. Gets it tied up at neutral ice. And Hopkins regains control. And enters on the blue line of their own. Plays that one back behind the net. Karam, replayed by Hopkins. Back behind the net, looking for a centering pass. That gets played up by Jeffers, and that's working its way up. Mead, near side. Dumped back in by Hopkins. Jeffers plays it again. Jeffers to Kurth. Kurth has room on the far side. He slides one by deep, looking for a change. Near side, chop at it. Gilbert with a nice scoring opportunity there, and a good save again. Yeah, don't let 5 goals fool you. He's made a lot of saves in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, 3 back doors and screen from the point.
Yep.
So they haven't been bad goals by any means.
However, Hopkins carries this one out. Good speed up the right side and a hard blocker save. Boy, that came off a pad onto the top of the net. Yet no harm. Hasselfelt, near side. He's going to carry it out himself, at least around the far side. Looking for Wilson. Wilson chips it forward. Kanan on it. He gets his way. Powers it into zone. Played out by Hopkins. Just trying to get his hands free there as there's a lot of sticks involved. Hopkins turns it around, back behind the net. Prentice, skate stop there at the blue line. Working his way around. Centering pass to Hasselfelt. Couldn't quite get all of that. I don't know if that got on that. Did you get a piece of that?
You just kind of missed most of the puck.
All right, turned around. Now Kanan. Kanan dangles it through. Nice little pass across. Flipped in the backside. Chopped at it.
That's off.
And a net off the stanchion. Calls for a whistle there. There's a pile of skaters out on the crease. LaRose on that face-off, wins it, plays it himself back behind there. A little pressure from Kramer as Kramer finds his way through, rips one wide left. Clavin there to dump it in off the blue line. Brown hustles in to shut down a breakout attempt, albeit temporarily as Hopkins does scoot it to neutral ice. Clavin there to play it. LaRose calling for it on the far side. Chips one up and in. And that
still in?
Holds on the blue line. Brown battles into the corner. Hopkins skater self-centers there and gloved.
No shot on goal, though.
I don't think that was getting there, but dangerous little backhanded pass to the middle.
If your guy turns around and shoots at you, even if you save it, it doesn't count.
All right. Kramer with the face-off. Brown to his right. Clavin, the defender, back to this side. However, Hopkins controls back behind their own net, looking for a breakout.
Get over them.
Oh, hard wrister. Looking for Brown on the near side. That gets flipped in. Another hard one goes wide right. Plenty of mustard on both, but they miss just off. Kramer goes down up on the crease, looking for a chance to play that. Brown breaks, and gets a piece of it. Brown back again, scurries through. That gets dumped in. Hopkins now with a breakout opportunity. LaRose initially shuts that down. Clavin plays into the boards on the near side. Jeffers there on it. Reverses. Has Brown. Brown with room. Looks for a hard one.
Yep.
Deflected by LaRose, and that gets waved off. Fresh set of forwards coming in here for the Trojans. Gilbert, Kurth, along with Meade. Gilbert plays his man up against the board, but another Royal skates free with it. Meade comes in and immediately pokes one away. And a little stymie back and forth at neutral ice as Nicolet's on it. Controls, looking for a little screen, slides one wide left, but Meade near side. Maybe didn't have an angle there, but I thought maybe it would poke on that near side. He's in there, content in the corner, killing a little time. Gilbert there to help. Prentice, far side. He's going to dump that back in. Gilbert, looking for Prentice across. Gets to his right-handed side, nothing there, and that's the end of your second. 5-1 Trojans. Entering our third period.
Yeah.
For Sam. Let's see it. Should be able to hang on to this. Okay. No. No. How does that happen? All right, carrying a 4-goal lead into the third. Frankly, we can't give up massive penalties like that and assume that that's just going to be okay.
Yeah.
Test their penalty killing abilities, I guess. But
pretty fortunate to come away just down or giving up one that period after being in the box.
And that one was even, or no? That one was.
That was one of those early.
It was one of the early penalties where we had
5-on-3.
I think we cleared the 5-on-3, and then they scored
just right
with one-man advantage. And,
yeah.
All right, final 15 here as we enter the third. Kanan will be facing off. Moving some pieces around. Wilson taking a forward shift with this crew. Prentice plays that one up high. Kanan trying to skate free with it. Wilson gets tied up. That gets scooted out to neutral ice. The forecheck action here by Kanan. Overruns it just temporarily, but it gets played in. Hasselfeld creates some contact as Nicolet creates a turnover himself. He's going to work his way across the blue line, gets his hands free, rips one in, and a glove save. He's seen it well. That one.
Yeah, Ben had a little more room to maybe walk in there, but got a good shot off.
We got fresh defenders coming in with Jeffers and Clavin. Kanan finds Hasselfeld off that draw. Hasselfeld gets tied up in the corner. Hopkins skates out with it. Jeffers creates a turnover, but back to Hopkins. 2-on-1 situation here as a hot pass across the ice finds its way into the boards.
Oh, what a save.
Huge save as Ellickson. A lot of net showing on that far side. He gets all the way across and makes that save. That one off the side of the net. Plenty of pressure here. As Hasselfeld now through neutral ice. Works his way across. Dangles into the far side. That goes wide right. Wilson now on it. Centering pass. Tries to find Kanan and does. Backhander covered by the Hopkins goalie. Excuse me. Kramer, LaRose, and Brown back in. Nicollet and Prentice will remain. Kramer controls temporarily as Hopkins plays on it. Now Prentice steps in. A deflecting opportunity there as LaRose looks to get a piece of it. Can't quite hold it. Brown to LaRose, and a hot pass up to to their own D. Works its way all the way back into zone. And here comes Prentice to Brown. That gets waved off. Kramer looking back for LaRose. Good back check pressure there as Hopkins recovered nicely to shut a little man advantage down. Now Brown looks to skate it in. He dumps it in backhanded. That'll find its way all the way back as LaRose pins his man up against the boards. Nicollet's there to help out. Now Prentice plays it, looking for Nicollet. Nicollet assesses the scene to Kramer. Kramer dangles, rips one. That goes hard off the glass. I didn't turn my camera hard enough, but you can hear it.
That one missed by a little bit.
That wasn't a just about, was it? All right, Prentice, heavy pressure in the far corner. Nicollet on it. Has Brown to Kramer. Kramer rips one in and glove save. It's one way to get your line changed if you can get it on net, huh?
He's been known to put him in from
frankly
there.
Scored those.
Yeah.
You think those are going to flutter in because kids aren't hard enough to rip those, and that it can come in with mid-ice with some pace. With he's
Yeah, that one did flutter it. Most of the time they don't. I think Carson gets out pretty soon here, so fresh legs.
Meade wins the draw to Kirk. Deflected puck from Clavin. Back to Gilbert. Looking to dump one back to Meade. Kirk there with it again. Kirk controls. Dangles. Looking for a home. Nothing doing. Plays it out to Hopkins. Good hustle there by Gilbert to shut down a couple of breakout chances, but eventually gets on the stick of Hopkins, and they're going to look for a line change as Jeffers has a little bit of space on the near side. Jeffers works his hands free. Slaps one in. Nothing doing there. Meade on it again. Jeffers, a little too much time on the puck there. Eventually gets poked away, and Hopkins has had temporarily numbers. Good work back by Jeffers to recover and break that one up, and now Meade has space through neutral ice. Down to his knees, hops back up again, flips one in. Boy, that might have caught some pipe.
I think it did.
I heard something there, and he got covered up.
Yeah. Hard to say if it was the pipe or the side, but
something. Yeah, may have just been low side, huh? Just inside 11 minutes remain in the third. 5-1 lead for the Trojans. Kanan in, and Homstall back.
He's
back. So we are back with the full contingent. Minus Mr. Ulchel. So Ulchel been out a couple of games with an illness, but returns at least on the bench today. So hopefully we'll see him in action soon. Out shooting. Yeah.
Now, some of that might have to do with how much penalty we were killing in the second, but...
Sure. Kanan finds Wilson. Wilson just powers one through. Hasselfeld into the corner temporarily as Hopkins looks to break one out. Oh, just out in front of him, a little hot. It's got enough on it as he dives for it. Homstall works his way through, tries to get to his backhand, Brown breaking in, but covered nicely by Hopkins. There's not much there. Brown at neutral ice. Has a little room, carries it through. Tries to lean one around the corner. Poke checked away. Wilson, however, on the edge. Off a shin pad of a Royal. Royals look to break the far side. And Jeffers holds it temporarily, and that gets punched in. Kramer there to play it. Kramer will skate this one out through neutral ice. Poked back out by Hopkins. Brown retreats. 8:45 left here in the first. Nicollet on the far edge. Hopkins dumps it in. Mead, Gilbert, and Kurth in. Mead punches one forward. Controls temporarily, but Hopkins carries it into zone. Bodies on the ice as Clavin works the near side. Willing to skate this one out. Gilbert pokes one through. Boom. Mead punches one forward again. The defender plays it for Hopkins. Gilbert there with a little pressure, but Hopkins has zone pressure. Clavin takes the body there as that does get centered, however. I have to drill some fresh holes. Huh?
Yeah.
Is it popping off easy, or is it just happening?
I didn't see it would hit it, but I thought I heard the ref signal was off Hopkins. I must have heard him wrong.
Just inside 8 minutes. Clinging to a 4-goal lead. We haven't scored since the first. Is that right?
Yeah, was
it 5-0 in the first?
It was 5-0 like in the first 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah. Hasselfeld pushes that through, covered and saved by Hopkins. Mead wins that one. Back to Prentice. Prentice rips one. That misses left. Jeffers there on it, though. Dumps it in. Mead plays it again behind the net. Mead content to probably buried in the corner a little bit, but it finds its way out. Prentice rips another one. That ends up right on Kurth. Kurth ate that one. He looks like he hopped up and he's okay. I don't know where that caught him, but it hit him square.
Inside of the leg, I believe.
Dump pass back. Kurth now with pressure. There's a couple defenders back, but he's there with Mead. Kurth in. Blocker save. Nice little carry and shot there for him. He got that one on net and still possesses. Broken down, though, eventually there by Hopkins. And they're going to push it out. Played by Prentice. To Jeffers. Back to Prentice. Gets into his skates a little bit. To Homstall. Homstall in a race into the corner. Good break up there. Homstall creates a little turnover deep. Gets teamed up on, but comes away with it. Now Wilson scoots out. And I don't know if that's a pad save or not. That hit something and ended up wide right. Homstall controls. Hasselfeld on it and scores! Off that scoring drought, we get a goal by Hasselfeld from Homstall.
There we go. Breaks the drought a little bit.
Breaks the drought. 6-1 Trojans. We got 6.5 left here in the third.
I think that's 3 points for Max on the night.
Oh, is that right?
Goal and 2 assists.
Nice. All right. Homstall controls, albeit temporarily, and pokes it through. Now it's kind of a little tied up at neutral ice. Plenty of Trojans on the far side, back onto the stick of Hasselfeld. He gets bumped off the puck, but maintains control. A couple of Royals there to close on him, but he still holds control. Looking to find a way out. Finally broken up, albeit temporarily, because that's going to get back to Clavin. Clavin patiently waits. Little D-to-D pass at neutral ice. And finds, looking for Homstall. That careens off, and that gets waved off. There's a breaking Hasselfeld again on it. Struggling to break out here are the Royals. More pressure from Homstall. They got a little bit of space here and an opportunity to go, and they do through neutral ice. It's across center ice, but that's going to be iced. 5:30 left here in the third. 5-goal lead for the Trojans. Kramer, to Prentice. Prentice fires. That is Prentice from the deep right wing from Kramer. So face-off win for Kramer. Kramer plays it himself, dumps it back out to Prentice, and Prentice finds a home, 7-1 Trojans. Kramer facing off again. Controlled by Hopkins this time. A little bit of momentum there. Gets turned around as now Kramer works across, and Kramer rips one off a pad. Little momentum here for the Royals. Prentice closes. Backhanded played off by Ellickson. Nicollet on it. Brown there closes to help, and that will be iced. 4:38 left. Are we in running? We're in running time. Is that 6-goal lead?
6 goals.
All right, so we're at 6 goals. So this 4:30 will roll off the clock pretty quickly. Meade wins that draw back to Jeffers. Jeffers looking for Gilbert. Finds Wilson. Back to Jeffers. Jeffers, nobody home in the middle there, just behind Kirk. Finds Wilson. And offsides.
It was the first running time of the season.
Is it?
I believe so.
Meade's got one gear, and it's 5th.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah. Even right off the draw,
Doesn't matter.
he's going.
Yep.
He's going.
I love it. Kurth takes a rough shot into the... I didn't see that. I just know he hit the board kind of weird.
Good hit, but he was, he was off the boards a foot or so he hit pretty awkwardly.
All right, to Wilson. End glove save. Hopkins plays that off the board. 2:30 remain here. Kanan on it temporarily. Nicollet intercepts, carries it into zone. Finds his hands free. Blocked. Blocked nicely by the defender. That might have hurt. He's shaking his hand out a little bit. Maybe caught him in the wrist or something. Homstall over controls. Centers. Hasselfeld dangles up front. Gets caught up in his skates a little bit. Might have been a save in there. I don't know if that actually got to net or not. It was
I don't think it did.
Kind of rolling around out there. Nicollet plays. 2 minutes left here. That was Nicollet accidentally getting lit up by Clavin with the Hopkins guy as the, it's like you daisy chain and touch the electric fence. Yeah. You just don't want to be on the wrong side of it because he stood there after kind of getting hit hard. And
physics was on his side.
Nope, yeah. Kanan finds his hands free. Looking for a little bit of space. Near side. Save. Hopkins now plays this out. Neutral ice. 1 minute left here. 6-goal lead as the Trojans look to close this one out. Clavin patiently working his way up the near side. Can't quite get all of it and turned around by that'll ride out most of this. We'll probably get a little bit of a face-off and a run here, but we're going to see very few seconds left once this organizes. I'm guessing they're not in a huge hurry situation like this.
No, I don't think either team is at this point.
Kramer wins that, plays it himself. Has room up the center. 18 seconds left. Hard up the right side. He shot the stick off. Jeffers there. 9 seconds left. Brown holds the zone. Not for long. Turned around again. 1 second left. And Kramer ends it. 6-goal lead, 7-1 Trojans, and another league victory. We go into a scrimmage tomorrow night and prepare for the Turkey Trot Tournament next week.
Yeah, we got Fire Lake Friday. I believe Waconia on Tuesday night.
Oh, okay, we got a couple coming up.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, thanks for tuning in.